Hey there, it's Jeremy with the Level Designer, and I just got done making my first kind of intro video to the channel, so I figured why stop there, and I am going to make the first kind of piece of actual level design content. So this is going to be my first challenge, and kind of a lot of the challenges are just going to be level design challenges, and one idea I had is, whether I'm using Unreal or Unity, why not go out to the respective asset store or marketplace, respectfully, and find an asset that we could use to really base a level design build around. So, kind of starting out, I wanted to use something that Unreal Engine each month, they feature a few assets for free every month that people can just download for free. And it is such an awesome program, and they offer some really cool looking assets and systems. So I've already, in each of these challenges, I've already kind of pre-picked an asset to work with, but kind of starting out, I'm going to show people where to get these assets so they can go out and try the assets for themselves, and also give people, a name to who created them. So if they want to support them down the road, they can. So to start out with, the asset that I chose as a part of the free monthly, offering for assets. And usually you'll see a free for the month right here, or you can go down to the free drop down, and then there should be a free for the month. But for this challenge specifically, we're going to use this modular sci-fi office asset. And as you'd see, it is very high quality. It looks really nice. I don't even really know if it's going to run very well on my computer if I do a lot. So I have I've kind of already figured out some prerequisites for the challenge today. But as you can see, Ruslan Nazaroff has created this asset that you can download for free. I'm assuming for the month of August, so it may be gone by the time you get to this video. But there'll be other videos out hopefully by September comes around. So yeah, we're gonna be using this cool modular sci-fi office, and I have a project up and running right here. Um, I used just a normal first person template, and you can see that there's some walls here. I got rid of the sound because I don't like the sound of the default gun for this. And then for some reason the yellow ball bullets are not showing up, and I'm not gonna really focus on that today. But as you can see, that the bullets are working. So let's begin with kind of the first challenge here. So I see this is not a very big level. I'm going to end up probably deleting a lot of this. What in the world? I don't know what that is. That is really weird. I think there might be like a lighting thing or something. Um, I might actually just start all the way over with this. Um, there's like all of this that I could just get rid of. And there's these cubes I could get rid of too. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove all of these. Where? I guess just delete them? Oop. Yeah, that's really weird. Okay, well, sure. uh, when I'm working on levels on Unreal, I like to use brush editing. That's what I use. right? Well, okay, so that's the mode. But then I go into geometry. That's right. I haven't used Unreal in a while, so I do apologize. But I'll usually bring in a box. And the thing I love about the geometry in Unreal is that you can just manipulate geometry at will. I might have to, do some, might have to do some stuff with this, but hopefully for the most part, this is going to be working, hopefully, as it should. And like, I can select a face and bring it up. I love it. I absolutely love this tool. And you just go out and bring it out there, and bring it out there. I will kind of size this up. I'm not entirely sure how big I want to go with this floor. I just hope it works. I just deleted the whole entire level that was there, and I'm like, I'm gonna fall through the ground. No, I'm good. And of course, you can't see anything that's yeah, going. Can I fall off the edge? That's what I want to know. I can. Okay, cool. So we're in a good spot right now. Everything is not broke. What I do want to, because here's the thing, is a lot of these assets, I haven't really played around with any of these assets, so I don't really know like how they're going to respond out of the gate, and that is probably the fun of this sort of a challenge is just what in the world is going to happen. I'm gonna just I'm gonna start out by bringing this door in, and you see that it does have like some invisible walls. So I hope that that won't really matter all too much, and I will put that right there. We'll just add in a wall here. I don't know heck is gonna go, what the heck's gonna happen, but listen. This is wow. I like that. That looks really freaking cool, actually. Um, how do you duplicate? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, you just do that. Just like Control W, and it will duplicate an object for you. So here we got this wall. I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen. Um, okay, I can't walk through it. This looks freaking awesome. I'm just gonna say, I love this. This is awesome. So this is gonna be kind of the starting point. So we're gonna make. So I had the plan of making a first-person shooter. Of course, I'm using the first-person shooter template, and that way, kind of the first kind of tidbit of information that I want to help people out with level design is when you start a project, you really want to have a clear, focused goal as far as what do you want the level to what do you want the level to feel like? What type of game are you working on? And kind of based on that information, you'll know right out of the gate how in detail you have to be with the layout of the environment. So we're not making an RPG. We're not having to worry a lot about open space. This is going to be a shooter, so we really want to focus on tighter areas. We want to use a lot of corners, and we want to use a lot of points of cover. And we also want it to be simplistic. If you there's a video that I could actually link into the description that goes a lot into, multiplayer design for maps, and kind of one of the points that I found out was that a lot of the times great multiplayer maps are very, very simplistic. They don't go into a lot of detail. They rarely confuse the player, but the trick is you want to make a simple to make like the holy grail of a multiplayer map is you want it to be simple, yet you want it to provide players a lot of options. You want to make sure that players don't feel like they're playing the exact level over and over and over again. So, a lot of the times when you're playing multiplayer games, you're playing on the same maps, sometimes for hundreds and hundreds of times, and you kind of want to not have the player really think that. You want to make sure that the player is engaged with the actual gameplay. So that's something that we need to kind of think about. So I have this wall here. I want to make a staircase. I don't know why. I just think a staircase would be cool. But before we make a staircase, I do want to add in something that may add a little bit of and I don't know what these are gonna look like too. I don't even know what most of these are gonna be. Ooh, I think that's too big though. I don't want to go with that. I want to go with something a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna go with this. I might have to adjust a little bit. Yeah, I don't. Oof. I'm gonna enables on the scale, on the rotation, and on that. I'm gonna go to 5 because there we go. And if it's not perfect out of the gate, that is also totally fine. And here's a quick little kind of tip for Unreal Engine is so I have grid snap on a lot of the different aspects. So, if I rotate, it's going to snap to a different angle. If I move it, it's going to snap. And then what's the other one? If I scale, it's going to snap. And you can easily access the snapping and all that with the kind of the top here. You see that I have 10 for the snap for position, 10 degrees for the angle for the snap on the rotate, and then 0.25 for the scale. So let's say I want to move this, but it's not quite going. Or let's say I really want to really move it and not have to drag it such a far away, I guess. I could set this to 100 instead of 10, and it will really snap it to like another square actually. And that could actually be really helpful. Let's say I don't want to snap it though. What if I just want to move it freely? I just hit this grid button, and now it's not orange. So now I can just move it. I just slide it really. So it's really here's the thing about Unreal. I feel like Unreal is a little bit more easier to pick up and use, especially since with Unreal they have a lot of these templates that you can go in and really just start building things out. And I would recommend Unreal for anyone who just wants to go in and just start prototyping. With Unity, there's a little bit more work that you have to do as far as getting things set up. Not to say that there's probably really great assets out there that allow you to really mess with something, but yeah. So here we go. We got the staircase. I don't Is it? That's not even on the ground, but why is it? Okay. So it looks. I was like, why is that not going? We need to snap it to 10 because we had it set to 11. That was really messing up our groove there. Uh, so yeah, I mean, this is really intuitive. I really enjoy. I really enjoy this. This is really, really nice. So we got some stairs that we can have people go up and down, and that's another thing is, someone could be on this. Whoa. What in the world? I was not expecting that. That is why is there like a wood wall there? What? Oh, why is that there? That is not like cool. And it's what? I don't understand why that is like that. I'm sorry. I'm really lost. I'm like, okay, so that's one thing to keep in mind, I guess, about this is we might not be able to have that really sucks. That really does suck. There's not. It's really weird. Why is there just a random hole there? I might have to use this. Yeah, we're gonna have to use that. So again, a part of the challenge that kind of, it's fine. It kind of changes things up a bit. But I think we got that's fine. That won't be too bad. I'm not a huge fan of we'll have to move these stairs back because what's going to happen is you're going to see behind these stairs if you're like standing right here, and I don't like that. I don't know if there's going to be a place to like fill in that in the inside of the those stairs though. I don't even know what. Ah, man, there's so much. Shelf. I have shelves, boards, benches, cans, ceiling. So there's a ceiling. Um, okay, so I guess the wood is like what they expect you to like the outside of the map. I guess it's kind of interesting. I guess, but we'll do. I'll do. Oh, that looks kind of cool. It's wood though. Is the wood like a? I'm wondering if like the wood is a. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not a huge fan of the wood. I mean, it kind of would look kind of cool if you're going for like a. I don't know if you guys ever played the game Control, but like it if you've ever played it, the environment's very like sci-fi and it's very weird, but it has like this retro kind of 60s 70s vibe to like the building that you're in, and it's so like it's a chilling place. I wouldn't want to be there for for anything. Okay, so I'm just playing around with the ceilings. I'm trying to get a good feel for like what these different ceilings are going to look like. And again, like we don't have to use any of them, but we can always play. Oh, that's like the same. Oh, that's like okay. I see what that is. That's interesting. I mean, it looks like these are all lights, but okay. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is the sort of ceiling that I like. And we could put that there. Oof. I'm gonna delete that. I'm not a huge fan of that. And we'll delete this. But here's the cool thing. Okay? Here's the cool thing. you can mix and match different assets together. So you can, this might look kind of weird, I guess, but check this out. What we could do is we could just duplicate this, slide it over, make it look good. And we can just group these together and duplicate it. I might have to move it. Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you doing, Unreal? You're making me paranoid. You can actually just make look at that. That looks actually really cool. That I'm impressed. So here's the thing: is we got stairs going. We will actually move these stairs back, and we might actually have to add in another wall. So let's do that. Wow. So I have like this huge wall here. 750 by. Let's try this. Okay, so we can just use that. That's not like that bad. I just want to make sure it's kind of like it kind of fits, I guess. Not like poking out or anything. I think it's fine. I think it looks good. Okay, so we have this like floor, right? One thing that I want to test before I go any further is I want to make sure I can climb up these stairs. So you see that we got a hallway at least. I can climb up the stairs. How cool is that? And we can like put a wall here, so we can we can do some stuff. We can really play around with the different things. Let's actually kind of start working on like a second floor. So we will boop 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 have that go up. And it's kind of like it's kind of weird because it's kind of like it's just set up differently. But we will see what we can do. I might have to split this into a second part, but that's fine. It is what it is. And we can only do so. We can only control what we can control. If that's the same, I don't really know. But okay, we have that going. I don't. What is this? Oh, this is like a T section or. Okay. So now we need to make. First, we need to start thinking about closing off some walls. We want to make sure that nobody can like see beyond a reasonable doubt certain areas. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select that, and here's the thing. We're actually going to start from this side. We're going to move all of this to here. So we want to make sure that there is no like seams. See, and that's not going to work. Well, I mean it might, because there's this wall, I guess. So we can make a decision here. We can either just lower all this up here, or we can just add another wall. I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world if we don't. The only thing to think about, and this is probably a best practice, so let's actually, yeah, we're not going to add to the wall up here. Not now, anyway. And this is kind of something that you plan around when you're actually making a level. Because trust me, this is not a good way of making a level. Usually a studio will sit there and have a designer work with artists, and this happens way early. Usually you'll have an artist working on artwork, creating assets like this, having wall pieces and different objects, and you'll have the level designer often draw out the level on a piece of paper, or on Photoshop or anything. And I would assume that that happens. I would be very surprised if a level designer didn't do that. Um, and you build out the layout of the level, and you don't. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing now, is just kind of drawing it out, or just kind of building the level out now. So one of the things that you want to try to avoid in this situation is, let's just do it. If we create a copy of this wall, and if we make this wall just for this top kind of like seam, so it doesn't go through it, but if we don't see like the rest of the wall for whatever reason in the level, you're basically wasting polygons, or you have a certain amount of like faces that you need to work with, and if you have a bunch of just useless geometry, um, you know, really there's no need for a wasted face, and I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. So that's kind of the reason why there's like no sides here, because this is probably going to be connected to a wall. So if it's connected to a wall, you're not going to see that face. So usually an asset creator, 3D modeler or whatever, will delete faces that you can't see. That's why there's on the door, you can see that this has a face, but you can't see any sort of, like, it's just a thin line there. And it kind of is very interesting. Um, there's actually this, like this is more of a wall. This is just kind of a plane that yeah, might look kind of weird, but it doesn't look too bad. And that's something that you'll probably want to clean up once you're going through and polishing the level and adding a little bit more detail. But just for kind of just blocking out something, that's totally cool. So we have, yeah, we have like the ceiling here. I want to just play it and just see what's gonna look like. So we have this. We come up here. I think that looks well. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not perfect. We actually might move that. So I'm gonna take all these pieces. Again, it's just trial and error. It's trying to get the best possible result out of yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna save, and I'm going to walk up here and whoop. It's doable. And honestly, what I would probably do is I would probably move this entire thing back. I would probably move this a good a good ways away. Yeah, that's probably good. I would actually probably add a second stair right here so it's bigger. And just for the funsies, let's duplicate this. Let's add in, boop, another wall. And we will add in another, whoa, I don't know what's going on. All right, we're gonna duplicate that. Kind of very, 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 very iffy. I don't know about the size of that because is that even, I don't even know if that's like, okay. So this, I don't want these to overlap because it's just going to look weird. But we can make it look a little bit more nicer. I still am not too happy with that. I'm going to put this to 5. I just want to line it up a little bit more. That's perfect. I'll put it back to 10. So now if we play, we have a pretty cool looking hallway. And like you could shoot through these windows. You could have, people coming up here and walk down and they'll be, get shot and whatnot. Like this is looking pretty good. Um, I think I think I'm gonna stop there. Um, I feel like this is a good start. Again, I might add a few more episodes, maybe make a small little area. But this is kind of my first challenge. I wanted to just kind of get into Unreal. And just pick an asset and just see what can we do with it within 30 minutes. Imagine picking this up and working on this for multiple hours, and we just worked on walls and stairs. Like look how much stuff there is in here. There's like a plant. You can add in like plants. You can add in a chair if someone's wants to sit down. There's so much that you can do. So I'm gonna save this. This was a really good first episode for a challenge. Just trying to see, what can we do with different assets that are on the asset store, and also just really wanting to make these, videos as just kind of a a process in the creative decision making in something like level design, because again, if you haven't seen my intro video, there's just not a lot of actual content out there that shows off the creative process with actually designing levels. The a lot of the game development uh, a lot of the game development videos out there is just technical ones, like how do I code a system, how do I make a specific thing, and it doesn't really get into the creative process of what are we looking for in a piece of content, that someone will want to sit down and play and enjoy. So if there's anything that I missed, please speak out. If there's anything that I missed as far as explaining some things, I'll try to do it better in more videos. But I wanted to kind of just give a few tips and kind of just create my first challenge video. I think it went really well. I think it was really fun. So yeah, if you guys like this, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you, and I'll see you later.